this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why you should be setting short-term goals over long-term goals. I know that sounds crazy, but stick with me until the end because it's gonna make so much sense to you. And then you're gonna realize that you should have been setting short-term goals, honey, okay? What's goody, everybody? Welcome back to Dose of Destiny. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know that we're on a journey to 1,000 subscribers, so help a sister out. Happy Black History Month. Happy February. 'Tis the season of love. I love February. February and August are the two best months in the year, I swear. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not wrong. Anyway, I hope that y'all have been having the most amazing week ever. Today we're going to be talking about exactly why you should be setting short-term goals. Now, I know everybody is like, oh, set these goals, these long-term goals that you can achieve in this whole year of 2025. Well, what about the little things? What about the small little successes that you get that motivate you and keep you going and give you just a little bit of validation? Because we're humans, of course we want validation. That what we're doing is working, that the things that we're working towards wants us as well. And it just builds up that confidence within you to really knock out those long-term goals. And let's be honest, long-term goals probably won't happen in 2025. A lot of these times people set these goals and they don't tell you that they've been setting the same goal for the last 4 or 5 years. Now, I'll be the first to tell you that it's been things that I've been trying to get done for the last couple of years, but it's a long-term goal. So why do I expect for it to happen overnight? Because it doesn't. It's a long-term goal. So in between those long-term goals, think about what you can do to satisfy that hunger that you have when it comes to pursuing your long-term goals. So one thing that I do love that I found that actually works for me is reading a book, finishing a book, but not just reading self-help books, because that was something that I was into for a really long time that I forgot that I actually do love to read. I do love to read a good story. So why not get back into the romance novels? And here lately, I found that I love mystery novels. So I'm getting into that. I read both of The Housemaids and finishing this romance Colleen Hoover book, which is really not that good. It's called Reminders of Him. I'm just trying to hurry up and get through it. But I didn't give up on the book. So it's like these small term or these short term goals that we have, and we realize, okay, well, maybe this is not really what I want. That's okay. But finish it out. If it's just a book, if it's a hobby that you picked up, like you said, oh, I'm gonna crochet a sweater, crochet that sweater, whether it looks big enough for you to fit or small enough for a dog or something or a baby. But finish that sweater and I bet you'll feel accomplished. We gotta understand that when we are doing things for the first time, we are not gonna be experts at them. So because I just realized that I love mystery more than I love romance now, I'm trying to get through this romance novel because I set the goal to finish this book before I can pick up another one. I'm finishing this book, and to me, it just makes me feel like I've done something. I've accomplished something. I'm just very goal-oriented, in case y'all haven't noticed, and there's nothing wrong with that. But and there's nothing wrong if you aren't goal-oriented and you don't want to set small-term, or why do I keep wanting to say small-term goals? Short-term goals, like those smaller wins. If you don't want to do that, then that's up to you. But for the ones who are goal-oriented and do want to pursue their long-term goals, but just need a little bit of something, just, you know, like it's something on the tip of your tongue, you just can't really know what it is that you have a taste for, but you just know you got a taste for something, but it just seems so far away. That's what the short-term goals are for. Those short-term goals are there for you to curb that sweet tooth that you got for the thing that you can't have just yet, or the thing that you're working towards and it hasn't quite manifested into your physical reality. So pick up a book or set a gym goal. Y'all know I'm a gym girly, so I be setting gym goals like, okay, I'm gonna do this week. And it makes me feel so accomplished. It makes me so much more confident in myself. Like, I can do anything. Like, if I can do this, I know I can do that. If I can do that, then I know I can do this. And that's the kind of mindset that you keep building within yourself. And that's the type of confidence that you're gonna need for this long-term goal that you're pursuing. So set those small goals that make you feel alive, that make you feel like you're actually doing something. When we just rely on our long-term goals, it makes you feel like, oh, well, I've been trying to chase this goal for so long. It's not quite manifested just yet, but it'll make you get discouraged. And that's one thing that we don't want this year, is to be discouraged from the things that we truly want. This is yours. You just have to be in that in-between moments of when it happens and when it's in the in-between. Another thing that I like to set for myself is I'll set a goal to have a self-care day for this week. Like tonight, I'm gonna have a full self-care night. I went and got me a little moo-moo, but it's a sexy kind of moo-moo. Well, not sexy. Well, it's kind of sexy. It's pink hearts, and y'all will see it on my Instagram, but it's so cute. And I'm gonna do me a little face mask, cook me a really nice dinner, honey, because y'all know I live for a good meal. And I got me a book from the Goodwill for $2. Let me show you. Self-help book, and I know I just talked about self-help, but it's this How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole LaPera. And this book was $2 when it would probably be $10 or $20, $30 in the store, and it's like brand new, and I got it from the Goodwill. So like those small little wins that make you feel like, oh yes, if I found this, then I know I can find that. And yeah, so I'm gonna be doing all of that. And I also found 2 sports bras that was $16, but now they were $4 from Walmart. So you know what I'm saying? Those little small wins like just really makes your day. Just doing things with yourself, for yourself, to make your day. It's not always about how someone else treats you. It's about how you treat yourself. So if you're beating yourself up about not doing this or not doing that, or you don't really have an interest in the gym, or you don't really have an interest in reading just regular novels, then I would suggest doing something that makes you happy, like going to the Goodwill and thrifting, or going on a little shopping spree. Just something that makes you feel like you've accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? We all just need that sometimes. And I find that when I'm in like a little depressed state, then the only thing that I need is a small win. And I found a way to give that to myself because I love me. And I know you love you. So don't get so overwhelmed with these long-term goals. Set these small, obtainable goals. I'm gonna walk 5,000 steps a day instead of 10,000. When you know you can't get to 10,000, you never can. Say 5,000. And you know how long the route is for you to get 5,000 steps? Do that twice at some point, and then you'll get your 10,000 steps. And y'all, it's just really all about your mindset and how you approach these things. You can't be approaching these things with the mindset of, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'll never be able to do that. Even if it is these small goals. For me, I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through this book? I'm not going to be able to get through this book because I don't like it. But I'm finding a way to get through it. I'm finding the beauty in the book. And although it's not very inspiring to me, because I do like to read for inspiration, or I like to read just for my enjoyment, just a page turner. Even though it's not one of those books, I'm still appreciating it because it's helping me to achieve a goal that I want to achieve. And I don't know how many books that I want to read this year, but I do know that I did know from the beginning that I've wanted to read more. And I read 2 books in January, which is a good thing. Some people probably can read more, and that's great for you. But for me, getting out of a reading slump and reading 2 books back to back, hey, I can take it, okay? So whatever it is that you're doing, just taking the small steps every single day to do those things and to accomplish those goals, because those small things that you do just leads you so much more further towards that long-term goal that you're trying to achieve. But you got to know what it is that you want. If you don't know what you want, how are you going to know how to get there? If you don't know how to get there, then where do you even start? As soon as we even just start, the path will be revealed to be able to finish and to be able to really accomplish that thing that you just want so desperately. I think so many times we think that we only have to set long-term goals when that's not even the case. Set these small goals, whether it's getting up, cooking yourself a breakfast every day because you're bad about eating breakfast. Just think about the things that you want to improve in, just the small things that you want to improve in, and set those goals every day to get a little bit better every day. Even if you just have cereal today because you didn't feel like cooking breakfast. You haven't quite got there yet. But every day you're going to eat a bowl of cereal. That's beautiful. If one of your small goals is to spend more time with friends, text your friend at least once a week and say, you know, something. Hey, you want to get on the phone? Or send them a meme, or just say, hey, how are you? It's really that simple. Just all of the things that you know you want and the things you want to do, don't put those on the back burner. Those small little things that you want to do, don't get so blinded by the long term of things. Focus on the present. Focus on what you can shift right now. Sometimes we're not meant to be a marathon runner just yet. Sometimes we just have to take those first 5,000 steps, and then maybe you can run a marathon at some point. But you're not a marathon runner just yet. Okay, don't put your goals on this pedestal, and don't put yourself down beneath your goals, because they're just goals, literally. Figure out what you can do right now. Do what you can, because everybody is trying. Everybody is trying to make it. Everybody is trying to do something. So don't beat yourself up if you're not here yet and that's where you want to be, because sometimes you have to focus on the small portions of it. Like, look at the evolution of the cell phone. They were reading tablets, like literally stones, and carving what they wanted to say, like a text on stone. Look at how much it's evolved. That's like, think of it that way. They knew that this was the vision. They knew that someday I want to be able to communicate with people through technology, or whatever it is that's supposed to come and be for humanity. I know that communication is supposed to evolve in some kind of way, but I'm going to start here with the tablets and carve however long it takes me to carve this letter into this stone tablet and put it out here for somebody to see, because this is going to spark the idea of somebody else to create the cell phone. And then next thing you know, here we are with the iPhone 16s. Okay, so just think of it that way. It's just a goal. Meet yourself where you are, and your long-term goal will present itself. It will reveal itself, and you will get there, my loves. Okay, so be kind to yourself. We need that. You need that. Okay, you need that. So don't be mean to yourself, and follow through with what you say you're going to do for yourself. That's another reason why a lot of people don't get their goals done. It's because you set these goals, but you don't have a plan. You have a passion for it, and it doesn't interest you. And you can't keep your word to yourself. Those are the top 3 reasons why I know I wasn't achieving my goals. So go back, reevaluate yourself and how you're speaking to yourself, and seeing where the leaks are in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, and start from there. So I pray that this video helped somebody, and I pray that you set short-term goals so that you can start to feel a little bit more confident in yourself to achieve your long-term goals. And I also pray that you guys have the most amazing week ever, despite all of the things that's going on in the world. I'm still praying for America, honey, because we are in shambles right now. But I pray that this message inspired you or motivated you in some kind of way. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.